Parishioners and friends, good morning to everyone. Yes, good morning, because it is 9 o'clock in the morning, because we are going to make a dough for pizza. Special request, of course, and I like to make pizza. I love pizza. It's not gonna be the pizza you are accustomed to, the pizzeria with a wooden oven, nice flat and thin round. We're gonna make a homemade pizza, so usually we make it in a tray, and comes a bit soft but taller, and it's just delicious. Now, every time I make pizza, always comes, even though I use the same ingredients, the same amount, it always comes different, because it's like a mayonnaise, like it's an event, you know. You never know how it comes up, you know. You need to trust that something good comes. So we're gonna start having the yeast put in the water. We put the sugar in it, and we put this glass of water with the yeast that is melting inside the bowl. We get mixer ready to go. So we put water first, the flour later, because I heard that if you put the flour in the water, it becomes a little softer. If you put the flour first in the water, it gets harder. It's the mystery of life. I don't know why. Now we can add the milk. When they start to get all kind of together, I can put the salt in. It should go at least maybe 10 minutes like that. Now that it has taken all the flour around, you see, we can add a little bit of drizzle of olive oil as well to make it go smoother. So it's about 10 minutes, and look how beautiful is this. So this dough now we need some of the extra flour. I'm gonna put a nice bowl. And it's a nice soft. Okay, now we have to let the dough rise. So to let it rise, we're gonna put it in the tray where we're actually gonna cook it. So I'm gonna put some flour on the bottom so it's not gonna stick. We don't want to make it too much stick on the bottom. As well, the top, some flour on the top. And I'm gonna put paper, cooking paper, cooking sheet on it, and then a towel. The reason why I put in the cooking sheet, because otherwise it happens to me before that when it rises, it gets stuck in here and get really messy to take it out. So like this is much easier. So we just cover it, and it needs to go in a place where temperature is room temperature and away from draft of air. So if I open the window, there will be a draft air. It will cause disturbance to the rising. So we're gonna put in the oven, of course, off, so it will be nice and safe. And we let it rest for a few hours. It's 9:45. We'll be back around 1 o'clock. Good afternoon, everyone. It's 1 o'clock. We were here at 9 o'clock this morning to create the dough for the pizza, and it's 1 o'clock now. We're just gonna fold it. So let's go in the oven where we put it. Of course, it's off, and see if it has risen. Okay, it doubled the size. Look at this beauty. It's nice and soft, airy. There's air inside. We're gonna fold it now. Look how it's so soft, so soft. Fold it. We fold it because it will rise the second time, hopefully, and it will be more airy inside, like the air inside. So when it's gonna cook, it's gonna grow nicely and soft. Okay, we're gonna make another little ball. Maybe we'll put some more flour around so it won't stick. So this is the flour that was left over this morning. Put a bit top like that, put a bit on the bottom. Look at this beauty. So we're gonna cover it again. Let's use this one. All right. Away from any draft of air. So if we open the window, the door, it's nice and safe. See you later. Have a good afternoon. Welcome back. We started this morning 9 o'clock in the morning, and now it's 8 o'clock in the evening, so 11 hours has gone by for the pizza, the dough to rise in order to make the pizza. As you can see, it's evening already. And what? Oh yeah, I had time to go and cut my haircut. And also change t-shirt that was white this morning. Same day, same person, but a bit different. Yeah, I know, Clear Waters, Maratona. I didn't do it. I never been to Manitoba. This is Manitoba. A friend of mine, Jocelyn, she brought it for me from Manitoba. Hi, Jocelyn. And I know she loved the pizza we're making. Anyway, now what we have to do is go and get the dough, and then we're gonna make a simple pizza. We call it Margherita. Tomato, mozzarella cheese, olive oil, and basil. Ta-da! Let's see. Wow, look at this! How expanded! So beautiful. And there is all the air. It's like alchemy. You know what is alchemy? Alchemy was used in the Middle Ages to change the metals into gold. And they're trying. I don't think they ever made it. This is like alchemy because this is like gold for me, really. So for us it works. I need to put the parchment paper on the bottom because if there is a hole, and it happened to me before, and the tomato go under, it burns, and then put it out, it's gonna break, it's gonna be a big mess. So we're gonna move very gently this beautiful dough. Oh, look at this. I'm gonna put it here. You see how many, sorry, but look at the air. That's beautiful. That's the way it should be, according to my taste anyway. to the parchment that we used to cover first. Put it on the bottom. You see there is a hole, so now it stayed 8 hours. In the middle at 1 o'clock we did fold it, but it doesn't have to be so long. I mean, 5 hours is enough, and the folding in the middle is optional anyway. The longer is better, but 5 hours is fine, and we kept it for 9. Actually, you can actually leave it overnight in the fridge, and that will work perfectly fine. So the tomato we're gonna use is just tomato from the can, and just tomato, whole tomatoes, and I blended very quickly with some olive oil, extra virgin, so we don't have the chunk of the tomato. So we're gonna put the tomatoes, tomato sauce. It's not a laccia sauce, it's just tomato. The story of why it's called Margherita, the first time that pizza was made was in Naples in the 1800s, late 1800s, when Queen Margherita came to visit the King of Naples, and for lunch or dinner, for a meal, the chefs in the kitchen, there was a problem. I don't know if they burned something or they didn't have anything, or anyway they said, I think that they burned the food for the queen, so they were panicking. So one of the chefs in the kitchen says, "Oh, don't worry, I'll take care of it." He made a dough like the bread dough, put it out, and then put tomato, mozzarella cheese, and basil, which is the main ingredients from Naples, and call it Margherita. And that's where pizza was actually invented in that occasion. That's the story goes. In honor of Queen Margherita, and the color of the Italian flag, red, white and green. The mozzarella will do a very cut thin, because it has to melt at the same time that the pizza dough was cooked. So I know some people put it in the oven without cheese, like as it is, and then halfway through they put the cheese in it, because we need to turn the oven on because it has to be hot. And I put at 500, as far as high as you can, okay? Has to be very hot. You can actually grate the cheese too, but this is fine. It's probably faster. Okay. So this, as I said, the Margherita is the basic. Then you can add a few things if you want, like ham. If you add ham, it has to be almost shaved. Not big, thick, very thin. Then you can have anchovies, black olives. You could have, pepperoni, of course. If you like pepperoni, I'm not particularly keen on pepperoni, but I tried once with eggplants, roasted eggplants, and then you put them on. Delicious. Drizzle of olive oil. That's what I call drizzle. And basil. Oh, this smells so good, the basil. What I can add, though, to make it kind of a Napolitan style, since we talk about Naples, where the pizza was invented, another thing we can add is oregano. Just dry oregano a little bit. We actually say oregano, but in English it says oregano. Don't know why. Perfect. So the oven should be hot by now, and we put it on the lower rack. Ready? Right here. And we'll check in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we'll see. So this is 12, almost 15 minutes, and it's almost done. And just wait a little bit more, the crust get a bit more brownish. Whoa, that's beautiful. Wow. So here is the pizza. Now we're gonna let it cool a few minutes, okay? We're not gonna do anything for few minutes, so kind of settle, okay? Otherwise it's gonna be too runny. So the reason why I put the paper on the bottom, because look, it comes out very easily. Because you see here is the mozzarella is attached, and it burn and it kind of glue it to the side. Imagine that on the bottom will be a mess. But this is very easy, just the side. We can pick this out like that. And voila! Almost voila. That's it. And voila! Cut the way you want. A triangle. And just want to show you, my goodness, look at the dough. The mozzarella is melting and the dough is nice and soft. Let's taste it. I can smoke, I'm afraid to burn my tongue. Children, I know that this is your special request and you love pizza like me because I'm like a child. And try as mom and daddy to make it. It's not difficult, it's very simple, and enjoy. It's soft. Everything is fresh. It's I swallow first. This is, you know what it is? It's an alchemy from my mouth, which means this is like gold. It's fantastic, so beautiful. My dear parishioners and friends and children, have a wonderful week and God bless you.